hearing?
Who you talking to?
My phone. I ain't touching it. He's doing it again.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
I don't.
You know there's some weird junk going on around here. Let me turn that off.
Well, clearly, and now it's not even letting me off this freaking ad.
Tomorrow's high is 36. No, see.
Stupid thing.
Let's see here.
This phone is stupid.
Yeah. Hey, Pamela.
Hey, Pamela.
Don't let that get knocked off or get wet now. What'd you do with it? You gonna drop it and lose it?
No, I won't.
Hey, Lynn. Y'all doing okay?
Remind me how old Lynn is?
I don't remember. That's something you just don't ask a woman.
Want to bet? Hey, Lynn. Quick question, girlie. A girl from a girl. How old are you? If you can hear me.
Good deal.
I can't exactly look up on there. So you'd have to tell me if she answered me.
She said 50.
50?
Yeah.
All right.
She's right there with me.
Gotcha.
Coming around. Give or take one or two.
You know anything about it?
About what?
Nothing. How are you guys doing?
Are some of these, Pamela, are these from Facebook or something? She said, doing good. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
She's over there playing on that phone.
I was saying live to everybody. Try again.
Well, I don't see you on there.
Huh?
I don't see you on there.
Because I'm in the group chat right now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see you in there. Pamela said, doing great. 67. 67 young. These here's Kalea Page. Something shared.
Sabina said should be here.
Please stop and listen. 14-year-old Kaylee Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio is missing. She was last seen around 10 p.m., November 4th. Her family is praying for a miracle tonight. Her bed is empty. Her mom is waiting by the door. Please don't just scroll. Share her name. Share her photo. One share could bring Kaylee home. Please stop and listen. 14-year-old Kaylee Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio is missing. She was last seen around 10 p.m., November 4th. Her family is praying for a miracle tonight. Her bed is empty. Her mom is waiting. Don't scroll. Take a moment to listen. 15-year-old Kaylee Smith is missing from Galveston, Indiana. Her mom is waiting, praying, and hoping every second for her safe return. You never know, your share could be the one that brings her home. Please don't scroll. She's only 17, and her family is desperate to bring her home. Khadijah Beaver has been missing from Wichita, Kansas. Every share could make a difference. Please don't scroll past. Help bring Khadijah home safely. If you have any information, contact the Wichita Police Department. Where tonight, a mother sits in the dark, staring at her son's empty bed. 15-year-old Caden Ryder Kessler has been missing from Fort Myers, Florida, and his family's living a nightmare that never ends. His mom still listens for his footsteps, still prays to hear his voice again. Please don't scroll past. Share his face. Share his... Please stop and listen. This is someone's child. 15-year-old Trey is missing from Placer County, California. His family is living every parent's worst nightmare, praying for one call, one sign he's safe. Please don't scroll past. Your share could be the reason Trey comes home.
This one was a missing persons alert. Says it was posted 12 hours ago. I don't know now. I wouldn't know if that's actually when they reported missing, or is it just when they finally, posted this? I don't know. But either way, if anybody knows, seen any of these teens and whatnot, call 911. And I advise people all the time, don't sit back and just don't do nothing. Anything's better than nothing. Might be a one chance in a million, but what if it saved a life? I mean, I know I probably shouldn't have went over here and threw that nut job off the porch, but hey, I did. Not proud of it, but at least it stopped that mess, you know. Hey everybody, hey Lisa, hey Olive Girl, hey Alicia, everybody, hey Tina. Hope everybody doing all right tonight. The only thing about these right here, they're not giving all the hey love. Holly Girl says hey. These here are not giving me any real information, of like exactly where the parents, or kind of a little bit of the backstory of what somebody believes has happened. The only thing we could do is go off just these names. She sent me 7 of them. And of course, they all deserve a voice, but you know, I have reached out to people before and not really have nothing to go off of but a name. And luckily, I got something. Hey, Spina. And,
Sabina.
well, my mind's everywhere right now. I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to say. Even though I'm just holding up the phone and showing the pictures of these teens, we got people from around the world, okay? And all over the U.S. So one person somewhere along the line between 2,628 people, somebody might know something. I mean, it's worth putting out there anyway. Um, I kind of put this kind of in the line of like being a lawyer. You can't save everybody. You can't win every case. But all you can do is try, and just do one at a time, you know. Don't overthink it. The best thing we could ever get out of for teens, children, toddlers, adults is that we don't hear nothing about them. So far, and here, November the 9th of this year, so far, just from JSV, there have been 3 that have been found safe and alive. That may not be much, but it's something. That's somebody's child, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, whatever. Mama told me one time, my grandmother said, if you could just help one, you've done your job. And that's when people will stop trying to look at facts here in the physical and start really wanting to learn about the afterlife. And all you can give them is what knowledge you got of it. And she know that I had plenty of it. So I thank her for everything. That is just her getting me here. You know. Um, I I wished I could snap a finger, and everybody be safe tonight, and you know everybody go back home to their loved ones and whatnot, safe, and you know we just had Halloween, like a lot of deaths during that month, and right here, right around Christmas time, it's tough for a lot because they've lost loved ones, and it'd be their first or second time of having Christmas or any holiday or special event for someone. Now that's like me. Um, my great grandmother, She died on Thanksgiving Day in '85, and still to this day, we all remember that day very, very clearly. And last year was the first year I didn't get to do anything for my mother for her birthday, or for Christmas or Thanksgiving, or all that. And there's hundreds of millions of people around the world that's in the same boat. And that I'm pretty sure, would love to be able to hear from a loved one, to know that they're okay, everything's all right. And sometimes it's not what we asked. Sometimes it's just what they say on their own, without sometimes even speaking a word. Just let them talk it through. We used to do that quite a bit. And I think that's what got where spirits would literally look and read the names that's on. A few years back, it's probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning one morning, and there was probably about 30 people on that time, and every person's name got mentioned. And I remember one morning, we were talking to Summer, and it was kind of like in the prime of it, just I was probably a few months in on it, and I got her to say every person that was in the chat, to say their name. Stuff like that is something I'll not ever forget. And these children are good examples. They take their knowledge, they take their love with them, and you know that that's how they feel. They can't feel like we do anymore, as far as touching or whatnot. Everything is different. They have to use muscle memory, and that stamina has to come from some sort of energy. And another day, it was yesterday. Um, my mom walked through the living room, and she just kind of done like that to Christina, and Christina shook. She looked like a wall. She looked like a walrus trying to get back in the water.
I know you didn't.
No, she just looked at me, and she's like, "What?" And I said, "Did you not?"
Because you gave me a look.
I said, "Did you not feel that?" She said, "Yeah." Hey, AMZ.
I said, yeah. Like, what the hell you mean?
So everything they do is way different than the way we have to do it. Like cold spots, um, from feeling like a spider web on you, or a fly that lands on your arm and knock off, to seeing uh, little speckles of light, especially if you're in a dark bedroom or whatnot, and you see some type of little flash, kind of deal. That's their energy. And when it's best, to reach out to anybody is when you're not planning it. You just go with the flow. That's when you get your best results. Is pretty much when you think you ain't gonna get nothing. And I tell everybody all the time, when I do a session for somebody, don't think you're gonna get the best session on the first go around. Because there's millions of people still ain't never been worked with. But 9 times out of 10, your first one is your best one. Unless, it's easier. Each time it gets easier. That's like Priscilla's husband, uh, John Jr. He'll come in and he'll talk about his children or they're at the hospital or whatever, and then she'll pop on, and y'all hear me all the time when she does pop on. She's so busy with these children, she don't get too much. And I asked her how's them kids doing and whatnot. And you know, the spirit realm is more amazing than people give it credit for. They're not mind readers that are psychic, but they can hear your thoughts. They can feel your emotions. Hey, Connie. And when you're down, they're gonna be the same way. They're not gonna care where they get energy to speak or not. But if you're happy and joyful and whatnot, and a lot of time, if you just sit down and relax a little bit, just tune everything out, it won't be long. I guarantee you'll hear something. Or if it's a peck or I have felt the mattress pushed down a lot of time right by my feet on the bed. There's a lot of people that have also had that kind of experience. People need to take the spirit realm a lot more serious because, like I said, you can learn more and a heck of a lot quicker from the dead than you can the living. Yeah. And that's just the way it is. All right. Let me try to write these names down. And all we can do, guys, is call out, ask if anybody knows or knows of, and see what we get. This here is Kalea. CALEGH. Leah Page. Rice. RICE.
By the door. Please don't just scroll. Share her name. Share her photo. One share could bring Kaylee home. Please stop and listen. 14-year-old Kaylee Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio is missing. She was last seen around 10 p.m., November 4th. Her family is praying for a miracle tonight. Her bed is empty. Her mom is waiting by the door. Please don't just scroll. Share her name.
I wish we could help everybody, but it's just not made that way. I'm gonna have to try to do it one case at a time. Somebody mentioned it could be my sugar that's causing my memory situation, and I don't doubt it. But I'm just having to slow things down. You know. Mhm. Going to be reaching out to a Kalea Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio. If anyone knows or knows of Kalea Page Rice, turn her energy toward me. Kalea Page Rice. Kalea Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio. Can you hear me, love?
Yep.
Kalea Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio. Hey, Mimi. Who was the teen there that said, "I'll be good, please"? Who said that? I just heard a teen say, "I'll be good."
Yeah.
Kalea Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio. Yeah, her last name's Rice. I'm gonna ask again. If anyone knows or knows of Kalea Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio, turn her energy toward me. Amy says, "Hello, Summer." With hearts. I didn't misspell no name. I looked at it as I was writing it down. Caleigh. That good. I'll say it like this: Kalea Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio. If you can hear me, tell me your name. Someone said miss you. Now, I don't know if the C is silent and simply saying Alea Page Rice. You have to look over me. I'm country fried, but I did spell it correctly. And from Ripley, Ohio. If you can hear me, and I'll say it that way, Alea Page Rice. If you can hear me, tell me your name. If you can hear me, tell me your name, and then we'll start to find out what's going on. And the best thing we can get out of this is nothing. Nope, I'm not joking. I'm JD. I'm here to give a voice to this beast. You ain't knocked that off your leg, have you? Hold. Alea Page Rice. Can you hear me? Dude. Alea Page Rice. If you can hear me, love, please say something. At least your name. I know Rose is trying to help because she asked me for the last name. You was going to be so happy. Give me a name. Who is that? I am. Alea Page Rice. Can you hear me? Here may be something easier. Can you tell me how old you are? I just heard a teen say, "Are you going to take me back?" I can't take nobody back, but we could get in touch with someone that could. I need to know, for without a shadow of a doubt, Leah Page Rice from Ripley, Ohio. If you can hear me, at least say your name, okay? So if it's not Kalea, then maybe the C is silent and it's Alea. Paige Rice. And I know Rose is looking for you because, like I said, she asked me for your last name. If you answer her, she will definitely tell me. And remember, like I said, I'm JD. I'm here to give you a voice. 15. What you mean, met a boy? Who is the gentleman trying to speak? Okay. You hated that guy. They were going out. Are you a relative of Alea Paige Rice? The gentleman is speaking. Okay. Can you tell me if Alea Paige Rice is still alive? Did she run off with someone? This boy you said you hated. Alea's family. What about them? Yes, Summer, they're sad. What are you to Alea? Are you her dad, brother, cousin, uncle? What are you to Alea? Paige Rice. Uncle? Did she run away with a boy? Me, Jean. Me, Jean. Something say. I need to. Okay, he was a moron. You hated him. All this. I'm sure she is innocent, but a lot of people do when they're young. They run away. They think they know it all. You know. And half the time they don't know how to tie their shoes good enough. But I know it's taking a lot of energy. And you being the uncle of this Mrs. Alea Paige Rice, I thank you for speaking up for her behalf. But I just want to know is because I have heard nothing from her. If she is not in the realm, she left angry. Okay. The main thing is she still alive today? Okay, Rose. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Summer's got that me Jean right off the bat, don't she? All right, let's see. So there's one. I'm starting from the top, working down. Now,
Take a moment to listen. 15-year-old Kaylee Smith is missing. From Galveston, Indiana. Her mom is waiting, praying, and hoping every second for her safe return. You never know, your share could be the one that brings her home. Please don't
going to be reaching out to a 15-year-old Kaylee Smith from Indiana. If anyone knows or knows of Kaylee Smith, 15-year-old from Indiana, turn her energy toward me. Me Jean says, "Summer, you're so smart." Reaching out to Kaylee Smith, 15-year-old from Indiana. Kaylee, did you just say Kaylee? I know you did because I just heard it. Kaylee, I'm JD. I'm here to give a voice. Kaylee Smith. If you can hear me, 15-year-old Kaylee Smith from Indiana, speak to me. I'm here to give you a voice.
Yep.
Kaylee Smith from Indiana, 15 years of age. Parents worried? I'm sure they are. What about a truck? Who said hey? Kaylee, is that you? Yourself. Kaylee Smith. Kaylee Smith from Indiana, 15 years of age. Is that you speaking? Kaylee Smith, 15-year-old from Indiana. Is that you speaking? Did you say that's myself? Try to stay focused. Well, you accidentally what? Don't speak for her. Let her speak herself. Kaylee Smith, did you get into someone's truck? Okay, so she might have been under a lot of pressure. Kaylee Smith, 15 years of age from Indiana. Did you get into a truck? Saying sorry to mom is fine, but now, yeah, and your family, but now, what are we going to say to where they can get some closure? So, mom is the first one on your mind. So, tell me what you would love to say to your mom. Kaylee Smith, I heard someone say that you had a lot of pressure on you. Now, when you got into this truck, did you know the person driving the truck? Or was this a stranger? Kaylee Smith. Yes, Kaylee. Was this guy? Hold on. Kaylee Smith. Did you get into a truck with a stranger? Kaylee. Kaylee Smith. You kind of knew. Did you say Chris? He raped her. Caution tape, Sabina, please. Kaylee Smith, you were raped, correct? you Kaylee, were you raped or was this consensual? Was this? I know she was 15. Was this consensual? Did you agree to have sex with this person? Or were you really raped? Because you do not want to put someone that is innocent in jail. Okay. Is that what? Wait. Kaylee Smith, stay focused here. Now, you said you kind of knew him. And then I heard a guy say his name was Chris. And the first thing you said was, I'm sorry, Mom. It is were you forced into sexual content? Or was this consensual? Did you like this guy, Kaylee? Him what? I can't have a sure, Kaylee. It's either it wasn't, it wasn't rape. Was it not consensual? I don't know how your mom's making it. Kaylee Smith, listen to me, love. You said for sure. Did you want to have sex with this guy? Did okay. So it was not rape. I'm gonna say again. So this was not. Now you're saying a rape. I just caught that. Which is it? Did this Kaylee Smith, the person you got in the truck with, did he force sex on you? Kaylee Smith. Did you care about this guy? Kaylee Smith. You liked him, but he made you blind. What do you mean? Did he put a blindfold over your eyes? I mean, what's the deal here? Kaylee Smith. I'm telling you again. The one thing that you do not want to do is have an innocent person put up in the jailhouse. No. We're only going to be speaking with Kaylee. Kaylee Smith. Stay focused. Hang on. 15-year-old Kaylee Smith from Indiana. Were you raped? You hurried and pulled. Wait. You said I hurried and pulled my pants up when he gave me money. So that explains kind of knowing the person. Well, of course not. You don't want no innocent person in jail. And you're 15-year-old. You can be, if you were still here in the physical, you could be held as an adult here. And as bad as it is, if you've done something with someone for some money, that would have got both of you in trouble. Now, what we need to figure out, Kaylee, is how did you pass? I'm gonna shut it down if y'all don't slow down. Kaylee Smith, the very first thing you said was sorry, Mom. Kaylee Smith, 15-year-old from Indiana. How did you pass away? What caused your death? Did someone take your life? Or did you feel ashamed? Did you take your own life? Did you take your own life? Is this the only person you've ever did this with? Kaylee Smith. You let her answer. Yeah, but only for medicine. Okay. I got the picture. No, I'm not mad. You're no kin to me, but I can't help about a doctor or whatnot. I can't help that. Look, you have to clear it up. Even in death, you still have a chance to ask to be forgiven. So that's the best option I can give you, or advice I can give you. People doing what you've been doing, and I don't mean to get hard on you, but that's what's causing a lot of these teens to become missing and murdered and abused and beaten. And I understand now how you pass. So, and that's why you want to say sorry. You didn't have a dad in the picture, did you, Kaylee? Your mom was with someone else than your dad? All right, well, there's that one. So after the first go around, she couldn't tell where she was raped or she wasn't raped. The first time was for money, and the next time was for medication. And I'm quite sure everybody would know what kind of medication that would be. If not, you got a pretty good picture idea of it. So that would have been an overdose. Whoever this person here was, the second person, I didn't get a name. I did get a name, Chris, for the person that she did kind of know the first go around. But when she fooled around and did it for drugs, um, overdosed, um, she could be out in the woods laying somewhere. I don't know when these things were posted, if that's exactly when she went missing or what, but if they would look at her electronics and things like that, they would run across whoever it is that, even if they're going by initials, uh, they could find out who the person last one traded sex for drugs. And for the parents and family members, I'm just here to give a voice. That's all I can do. I try to help them in any which way possible, spiritually. A lot of parents and things wouldn't want to admit that their child, their 15-year-old children and whatnot, and even younger, would be out doing these kind of things. There's ways that children, especially teens, can keep you in the dark about everything in their life. So it is hard to let this sink in. But if you're the parent that watches this, you need to really focus when she says, "I'm sorry, Mom." That led me to believe that if she would have had a dad in the picture, that probably would have been the first person she would have named. I just hate to say it that way, but that's probably the way it was. The mom may have a boyfriend or whatnot, but it don't matter. She said, "I'm sorry, Mom." Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing. Okay. It's hard to hear. It's hard to deal with. I know everybody sees it from TV or whatever, phone, whatever. When I summon up these teens and children and adults and whatnot, their energy stays for a good long while. And it's hard to push off for, some I've seen it stay nearly a month, uh, causing little triggers, headaches, dry mouth, um, sharp pains in places you didn't even know you had, tiresome, um, itching, earaches, all kind of junk. Dead energy is one thing that is aggravating to push off. But at least we know what happened. I did not, again, get the name of the fella that she did something with for um, the drugs, or pills or whatever it is. And then this here first one, I guess as soon as he got through, when she pulled her pants up, that's when he went ahead and handed her money. Or the money could have been laying in the seat of the truck to when he got through, she could grab the money and put it in her pocket. But again, don't underestimate teens and children in a lot of ways. Because, like I said, and I'd tell anybody straight to their face, teens especially can keep you in the dark about their life, their everyday norm. They can keep that stuff away from you, and you'll never know it. I'm sorry that this has been the way it is, but I'm not shocked of it. Um, I know she cares enough about you to say, "Mom, I'm sorry." Um, and maybe you know who these guys are that she runs with or whatever. Um, have them to start going from one to the other, interrogating them all. Um, if you got a doorbell cam or you know anybody that does, look for suspicious cars and trucks that have been, out through the parking lot wherever you lived or up the road, passing your house back and forth. If anything looks suspicious, uh, see if you can get a hold of that data and send it to the police or have them come to your house and look at it. That way they can pull over any type of vehicle that matches that description. Um, I mean, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Uh, ain't even my child, but something something was going on, and what I really got out of the situation was, and I'm just gonna be blunt with you, is that she didn't have a dad in her life, so forth. Maybe a boyfriend of yours or whatnot, and it just wasn't good living situations. That she thought she knew an easy way to get a fix and sleep the majority of her life away without having to put up with anything. So apparently they wasn't too much peace in that home to start with. And if you watch this, you know that's true as well. And I would have no idea what your name is for the mom. But if you know a Chris, then I'm pretty sure you can have them to dig just a little bit deeper and get your actual person that gave her something that would eventually take her life. I'm sorry. Um, you know, that gummit. There is another thing too that is on my mind a little bit. Maybe she has seen her mom, and I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just throwing out a theory here. Okay. Maybe she's seen her mom do the same thing. Yeah. Uh, and then she thought, well, I can do the same daggone thing. I know people. They got pills, they got this and that and other. Sleep with them. Hey, look, hey, 10 minutes, if that, look, hey, I get money, pills, whatever I need. But there were no real love in that home that could surface to the top. This girl here has seen this before. And that may have been what started her to doing the same thing. But if there was a lot of chaos, a lot of arguments and things like that, no wonder people, children and teens and stuff, I had a rough life growing up. You know, when you put a bunch of women in the house, look, hey, it ain't long till you got a cat fight going on. But look, you know, and it gets tiresome over and over and over and over and over. 15-year-old, okay, they think they know everything in the book. Well, you know, so now, they pulled the final curtain, and if her mom watches this and thinks back, did I ever do that? Uh, and somehow my daughter found out that's how I got money, or that's what I went and did the first night I met my boyfriend. What we did, maybe she heard it over a phone call that her mom had sex with someone that she just met that night. Little things like that. A lot of people don't realize how it affects your children. You got to have morals, you know. If not, they're never going to learn right. But to drive a child to have to do this kind of stuff, and then, of course, nobody's ever told her how much to take or how much not to take, and then go out that way. At least with this right here, it's sad all the way around. But with an overdose, you know, at least it wasn't painful. It could have been in her sleep. A lot of time, and a lot of people don't know this either. If you get up off the couch fast enough, you know how sometimes your head will swim a little bit. Well, sometimes if you got too many drugs in your system and you stand up too quick, that blood ain't gonna only just rush from your head. It's gonna build all that toxin up, and it's gonna just wipe you out. Just shut everything down. You'll start getting calmer and calmer and calmer and asleep. Next thing you know, you can't wake up. Then shortly after that, then you start breathing from the stomach, then the chest, then the nose, and then that's it. And I hate when these kind of things happen because I know parents cannot keep an eye on their children 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, especially being teens. But if they were chaos going on in your home to cause her to want to be out of that situation, then this right here could have been the only way she knowed how to get out of it. Now, on that part, if that's the situation, then you'll have that on your conscience forever. But if she just did it because her friends do it or whatever, then that's not your fault. So, but you'll know the difference if the mom of Kaylee Smith ever watches this video. Yeah, she was a beautiful little lady. Guys, that's all I can do for tonight. She sent 7. We've done 2, so we got a few more to go. She's off tomorrow. It's going to be too cold to get out and do much of anything, so um, we'll be home most of the day tomorrow for sure. If we do get out uh, to go anywhere or anything, I'll try again to go live while we're going down the road or something. I don't know. But either way, by probably midday, we'll go live anyhow. Um, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and throwing up that for me there, Sabina. Thank you. Sweet dreams of love. I hope all of you rest well. I love each and every one of you. Keep an eye on your devices tomorrow. Night, love.
Good night, everyone.